Hi guys. I just realized as I was pressing record that I am always wearing gray when I film. I don't know, but we're all friends here. I'm not gonna change, okay? Also, ignore my toddler's snacks in the back. But I wanted to come on here and do, I guess, a vlog over the course of the weekend. I did get this new camera and I'm pretty excited about it. Keep it a little bit bookish. I live in a very small town. Well, it's not a very small town. It feels small town-ish. I live in the South. It is technically a city though. I live on the beach, on the Gulf, and today is the 4th of July. We have a river that runs through here. So when I tell you everywhere is packed, I mean everywhere is packed. We have the craziest traffic. Everybody has a boat. Everything is closed too. Even the bakery that I go to in the mornings with my son, they have an espresso bar there. And even they were closed today. I was like, oh my God. So I'm staying home for the day. I'm trying to get a good chunk of reading in. I'm currently reading A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon. And it's like a sequel and a prequel, right? It's the sequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree. However, it takes place a few hundred years before The Priory of the Orange Tree. So I'm trying to get some of that in while my husband is off for the weekend. And I'm just doing some rearranging of my books. I have always been a reader. I'm 25. So I've had a good chunk of life to collect books. I also went to school for sociology. I had to do quite a bit of literature courses and stuff like that. So I've just collected a lot of memoirs, a lot of nonfiction, and then I am a fantasy, romantasy reader, and I also collect special editions of those. So I have just been navigating like how to organize my books in the house, especially now that I am a mom. I have little hands that reach for everything. And yeah, we're just trying to find a place for everything that still looks good, right? Because it's still my home, people still come in here. I'm trying to figure out what looks best, what looks the most organized and like put together, kind of. I do want to show you. So this, on the topic of like being organized and put together, this is a little bit more whimsical and fun. This is in my personal reading corner in my room. You probably see it in like the background of my videos. My husband hung this for me. These aren't aligned and that is totally my fault because I told him where to hang everything and I suck. But I've had to pull some of these off of my actual shelves that are in my reading corner. And you can see I just kind of have these like empty spaces now. I have another shelf over there. Ignore my 50 million copies of Crescent City. I pre-ordered every single edition except for the indie edition because Bloomsbury, is that how you say it? I'm pretty sure. Because that publishing company, greedy girl. Greedy, okay? If you don't know, when Sarah J. Maas releases a new book, the publishing company does this thing where every single store gets a special edition, and that special edition is a bonus chapter. So if you want all the bonus chapters, you have to pre-order all of them. And I didn't really have a problem doing that because I was like, I love this series, like genuinely. You want to talk about a letdown? Ugh. Was it the worst book I've ever read? No. But compared to the first and second one, I was just like, really? Like, this is what we're doing? I don't know. I don't know. Hi guys, it is currently nighttime. Sorry if the lighting is a little bit harsh. I'm in my bathroom. I am just getting ready for bed, and then I am going to lay down and try and get in A little bit of reading. I got a good chunk of my book in today. I want to say I got almost 100 pages in, I believe, which is really good. It's picking up a lot. I did say it's like the sequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree, kind of, and it's very different. It's picking up a lot faster than the first book did, and I have no idea where we are heading. I felt like when I read The Priory of the Orange Tree, it was very obvious where the story was going. But yeah, I'm going to get in bed, get cozy, and try and get a little bit more in. Okay, look, it's not much, but it's honest work. We'll see where we can get before I fall asleep. Happy Saturday. I have been up since like 7 a.m. this morning. I went to the beach, we went to the bakery, and then I've kind of just been sitting in bed reading. I did order my first book of my new like TBR that I'm starting after this one, and it is a blind buy. It is, let me see, The Wolf and the Woodsman. Oh my gosh. I haven't really heard anything about this, about like the plot of it or what it's about, but this edition is so gorgeous. I saw a girl on TikTok hold it up, and I was like, you know what, you don't have to tell me anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and order that. So it should be coming in soon. I still have a few books of like my summer TBR to finish, so I most likely won't get to that until sometime next month, maybe close to the end of next month. My copy of A Crown So Silver is also out for delivery today, which I'm so excited about. This shipping, I don't know what is up with this new company that FairyLoot is shipping with, but the updates for tracking are god awful. It says that my book has been bouncing around my local post office for like 4 days, which I've never seen happen before. I don't know. It's allegedly out for delivery though, so we will see. Fingers crossed. I'm very excited to read that. Still heavily chopping away at A Day of Fallen Night. It is very good though. I'm getting through it. It has also started raining. We're getting a nice summer shower right now with like the thunder and everything. I also have some candles lit in my room, so the ambiance is really nice. But I think I'm gonna make some espresso and then get back into reading. Quick check-in. Fresh blowout. Also, okay, this is my comfy sweater. So if you ever are like, damn, that girl wears that sweater all the time, it's my comfy sweater. It's just for when I'm like around the house doing whatever. But fresh blowout, kind of. She's still a little curly. I get it like super tight. I use my air wrap and then I kind of let it just naturally fall, and within a few hours it kind of looks just way more relaxed. But yeah.
Can I see me?
Yeah. Sunday. I feel like I've had the busiest weekend. I've especially had a busy morning. I was up pretty early. And then my husband and I went to breakfast. We went on the nature trail that we have. Started out good, but it's summer, and like I said, we are in a beach town, but we also live on a river, and being in the south, it's basically almost like a swamp. So luckily, not me, but my husband stepped through like a giant spider web. So fucking disgusting. Spiders and water I can't see through are some of my biggest fears. I live in a great place for that, obviously. But yeah, we have been so busy this morning, and I am so tired. However, it's only 3 p.m. So having a snack, best Chobani flavor, by the way. And then I'm probably just gonna spend the rest of my afternoon reading. My kiddos running around the house playing. I'm just really trying to like hack away at this book that I'm reading. It's incredible and I love it. I'm not trying to get it over with because I don't like it. It's just, it's so big that if I don't sit down and really dedicate time to it, I'm gonna take forever to get through it. Also, look what came in the mail yesterday. Oh my god, it is like actually the prettiest book that I own. I'm not even kidding. It's so gorgeous. And it is signed. Yeah, so pretty. I don't have a Feather So Black to go with this. I just have like the regular copy that you can buy in store. Still on Fairy Loot's waitlist when they did Feather So Black, so I didn't get it. Super jealous. That might be one of those books where like maybe I'll consider buying it. I just hate paying resale for books. It just feels so silly to me. I don't know. I could always put that money towards something else, because that's the thing is like my books are just for me. I don't collect them to sell or anything like that. And none of my friends are really into reading, which is honestly why I started doing like social media, just so I could interact to people who have similar interests as me. But yeah, all my books are just for me. So that's why it just always feels so silly. I'm like, what am I paying a resale price for? Like $100 for a book that's just there to look pretty on my shelf? I don't know. Anyways, I will see you probably when I cook dinner. Maybe. We'll see how far I can get in my book. So I completely lied to you. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make dinner and like I'll record it and that'll be really cute. And then I made my kid dinner and I was like, what if I just drank a coffee and had a chocolate chip cookie? And that is exactly what I did. I'm on my period, so I was like, real food? No. Sugar? Absolutely, I can get down with that. But this is just my last check-in to show you I have made a little bit of damage. I am on page 280, so that means I have read 220 pages over the last 2 days. Not very bad considering I have a little toddler running around the house and have been out doing things. But yeah, I'm loving this so far. Hoping I can finish it within the week. We will see. And yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing this though. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. This has been a good time. I have been watching back the footage and I don't know. I've never really thought to document much of what I do. I totally get why people do this and why they stay consistent with it. It's really nice. But yeah, that is all. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you had a fun 4th with your families and stuff like that. And I will see you next time. Bye.